Wait, where did my... Oh no, all my things are gone. Now they're back. Welcome back to some high quality streaming content where I negotiate the browser as always and the users, and this is Jack 4. Look at this. Look at this. It's Jack 4. I did nothing of... I had a bunch of things that I was going to do off stream. I did none of them. I did literally none of them. And I don't actually know... They're basically unsolvable design problems at this point. So what I'm going to do is... Save and quit that. I'm going to do something else. Those are basically... they're... I'm in a bit of a quagmire in terms of the... all this dialogue stuff. So that'll go there. Was I really gonna make the waveshot Saturday and then Sunday do all that? Okay. I'm gonna do something else. Tragically, I'm also thinking... I'm gonna have to probably take Saturday off because I need to go apartment shopping. Because I've been gentrified. I've been gentrified out of my neighborhood. It's terrible. They're raising the rent by 25%. Such is life, though. Such is the life of an out-of-touch tech bro, just trying to live his best. Alright, so what was... This is boring stuff. I want to work on fun, like run around and make some levels stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run around and I'm going to make some fun levels, and that'll be the end of it. That'll be the whole stream, because that was a lot of fun yesterday. Was it really yesterday? I'm living at like half speed, it feels like, or like every day is like 3 days for me. It's terrible. It's actually really nice. I wonder how watchable these streams are, because I'm constantly like backtracking and like contradicting myself. Like I'm like, this is the worst thing ever. It's like I'm doing so much stuff at the same time. It's like 3 days is 1 and 1 day is 3. It's actually great. It's wonderful, but I hate it. But okay, let's make a level here. I don't know where that was. This one will be kind of annoying. Oh wait, no, I put a bunch of stuff in 101, so I need to put a bunch of stuff in the rest of 88. I'm just going to put some rocks around, because I like climbing on rocks. I need like... What do I need? I need like a bigger brain. Huh? I'm missing something here. That's 100. That's 101. I guess it's chunk 100. It's just a lot bigger than I thought, because there's all this empty space. Actually, and you know what? I'll show a little bit of what I was doing off stream. I'm trying to make a prologue interpreter, and I've gotten as far as it can figure out things like this, like it knows what 2 + 1 is. It doesn't know what this is. And it doesn't know operator things. It's also not ISO compliant. It's pretty cool. Like it doesn't understand like it doesn't understand postfix or anything like that. It's very good. But now, ME. Yeah, so that's been fun. I have spent, and that'll be, I'm making a prologue interpreter because eventually I will use it for things. It'll be eventually useful. But alright, let's put some rocks down. We need rocks. I've forgotten where rocks are. I forget where everything is all the time. Wait, and I'll do the same thing that I did last time. This will be actually low res. Do I care? Yeah, might as well. Sure, it practically doubles the file storage requirements, but isn't that the fun? And I think sooner rather than later, I'm gonna have to do the unthinkable and go all the way for rock 4. I think this is just walkable. Like, you can just walk up this right now. Wait, I just realized. I need to delete this one. Let's just see what this looks like right now. It's a bit more stuff. Alright, let's just put some of these around and get some intrigue here. Can I put a hut up here? That's semi-feasible. Yeah. naturally, this is the place for bugs. Yeah, pretty soon I'm gonna want to start doing performance profiling to see how important it's gonna be to get the because there's all those this mesh compositor stuff that I was intending to do today, but I don't want to. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is I have an old Linux laptop that performs terribly because it's just like a Fujitsu like art laptop. So I'm gonna dust that off. I'm gonna test it on there, and if I can't get 60 FPS, I'll start making like performance options, like graphics options and things, and also adding some just general optimizations. I wonder. I'll just put a cheap little coat here. And that one won't, well, nah, might as well not respawn. No, I've changed my mind again. And sorry for all the burping and farting and sneezing that I'm doing on stream. If it even comes up on the microphone. Let's just chuck some rocks down. An old pillar. I should be a bit more deliberate with what I'm doing with these, like try and figure out like what gameplay scenario I'm trying to construct. But I'm gonna put... I wonder where a good place for a fountain would be. Far away from here. I guess it's just chunk 88 is good enough. Yeah, they'll be fine. Also, I have a good idea, a great idea even. You've seen. I'm gonna make a bunch of this stuff like inherited. Or sort of inherited. Because one unfortunate thing is that it's very difficult to whatchamacallit, to create inheritance to a scene when you've already created it. So like I want this bridge and I want a bunch of rocks. I want the big rocks though. How do I organize those? I'll just take the biggest rocks. So what I'm gonna do is all of these are gonna be right above the, right here, so that way, maybe this as well. Just a few random pillars. And this way it'll sort of minimize the pop-in effect. So yeah, all of these, it better be organized properly. It didn't look like it was. It's not in the right order. What is this? I'm getting mad now. Look at this. It's in this order, and then it's in a completely different order, so I can't figure out how to actually make it work right. Okay. Lots of just annoying little bugs, because I'm pretty sure it like generated that list and then it never regenerated it. Yeah, I think there's a lot of places where Godot has a lot of like weird optimization things that don't actually optimize anything. That's good enough. And I guess what I'm gonna do now is, no, I can't, what I was gonna say is I'm gonna, you know, make this scene the main one, but I'm not going to. Or, I should clarify. I was gonna put this low-res scene inside of this one so that I had, like, so that these objects would be referenced from here, but that would create some complexity because of this, and also it'd be, I don't want to do it. Well, no, it'd be pretty easy actually. There we go. So now I can change all the stuff in the low-res scene, and it'll be here. Let's see if that works, then make sure it doesn't crash anything. Because I'm thinking it could. And I've dramatically increased the range of stuff, so I might actually reduce that down as I like add more and more stuff to the low-res scenes, because it was mainly to cut down on pop-in and also to cut down on like frame stuttering, because it had to actually load all the files, but now it's not doing that. I really like the sliding run animation. I know that's just I think I've mentioned it before, but it's like, it's just so uneven and like expressive. I like it. I think next game I make, the character's just gonna have a really wobbly, flailing run cycle. Well, actually the game after the next, because I already know what I'm gonna do next. Hang on, I'm just gonna, let's go to the world script. I'm just gonna reduce this radius, so it'll be like 20. And now it should load sooner. Maybe? Yeah, there we go. So the pop-in is much less dramatic now. What was I testing? Oh, right, if it's going to crash or if there was some sort of error from having the same scene in the low-res and the high-res versions, which I don't think there would be. Let's make it a little bit bigger than it used, or a little bit smaller than it used to be to cut down on. Because I think I'm going to get better at, like, you can't even see a lot of the little entities from here, so there's no reason to have all of them active at this time. Actually, I think that'd be a good optimization. Probably better than like the mesh compositor is just to hide things. Like to hide the itty bitty collectibles that are more than like 250 meters away or something. And I think off stream I'll start taking the that more seriously. Let's see. I need content for these rocks. You ready for this epic content? Nice, right? Now that's cool. That's content. And I'll also have maybe one of the first ancient things you see, like just a peek of it. Oh, right. I was getting mad at the things that are off the grid, but it's because, or whatever I was trying to say. They were at the wrong spot and it was because they were on the grid. And these ones, I'm going to be generous. 2. Don't I have a master hut? Yeah, I do. There'll be a master hut in front of this. That'll be how you know it's important. I also need to eventually like put content in this. You know what? There's no time like right now to do a thing that you want to get done. There it is. I should have like laid this out well instead of badly. I think that would have made this work much better. That's good enough for that. And then alrighty, that's how video games look. No, actually, I can make them look even better. Look at that. Do I have... I should have an export for this. Yeah, I should get in the habit of, like... Because for some things, like... simple meshes that don't have modifiers, this export, like this save on export thing still works really nicely. Because it exports instantly, and then it has the... Yeah, because then I just save, and it magically works, and I don't have to manually do anything. Where did I put it? Wait, where was it? Oh, okay, it's on the other side of the bend. But yeah, I'm gonna do a little pass like this for every chunk. You know, just wander around, put some interesting stuff. I also need bullets. I need something with... I need to make the gun enemy. I think that'll be... You know what? That'll be Sunday. Because this waveshot, that's going to be like next Sunday, even. Or next Saturday, even. Yeah, one gun every week. This is a cool looking thing. I need like furniture for the little guys. Let's at least sketch some ideas. So I think they'll probably have like floor furniture. I just press Control N and not Control R. And also my microphone cord is everywhere. Okay, yeah, I think it's gonna be like little floor, floor furniture that's, and it'll have like the same pattern. So it'll be, I'm literally just looking at, I have a Turkish floor sofa. And it's really nice, and I like it. It's basically just like some foam with like a wrapper. And this will be the same like coat material. And this one you can't actually get. So that'll make players mad. And yeah, so it's literally just like a bunch of pillows practically. With some literal pillows on top as well. And I guess their beds would be similar. They'd just be, well, it gets pretty cold at night in deserts a lot of the time. So it'd still have to have like a decently thick blanket. Because I know I want Jackie to have a cot. And she'll have like just a proper like, an old like military sleeping bag. Which, handily, I have one in here for reference because it got mildew on it, so I'm trying to dry it out. Also, Jackie brought a like simple, I guess just a military, well, not really military, like camping style folding chair. Just one of those three-legged things that you can sit on. And she also has like a little table for tea. And like what, some sort of like metal container for it. Yeah, like that. No, I think this little triangular thing, it's actually a pretty modern thing. So I'm gonna let's get that out of here. Her table will also fold up, but I don't really care about the mechanics of it, so it'll just have like metal legs. I don't know if this is period accurate. And then she'll have it like a director's chair looking thing. This is a good drawing. This is a very high quality drawing, I think. How would a director's how do director's chairs work? Let's look at like antique folding chair. It may be best if she had like a interesting. I kind of like this design. I can't really draw this, so I'm just gonna It's not copyright violation if the only person who can sue you is dead. Yeah. So she's gonna have one of these. And actually, let's look up an antique, let's look up a Victorian folding table. I don't think they had much folding table technology back then. Well, that's not bad. I'm just gonna paste that in as well. This is some great concept art, I think. So yeah, man, I completely lost the plot. Yeah, so the guys, the little men, they have their nice little like Turkish fabrics and things. And Jackie was trying to, I guess, fight against the fact that she can't carry a bunch of stuff by having just a bunch of folding wooden stuff, which is terrible for traveling. Like, these are actually really nice. Like if floor sofas are high quality. Like, mine is super dense foam and just a really nice looking fabric. It is pretty expensive though. Mine was like $300, which was like the cheapest I could find. They're usually like 500. But okay, I'm getting distracted. Actually, since I'm in the Victorian era, what does a Victorian cot look like? I don't think they had cots. I think that was actually genuinely beyond them. Do they have sleeping bag technology? I've been sort of... I mean, I guess this is sort of like... I'm very finicky about this time, or inconsistent with this time period, because she's apparently from like the 1890s up to like the 1920s or something. Well, no, like from the 1890s and back. Let's say 1900 and back. So that way it makes sense to have a C96, but I know these people, I know these fools were going on exhibitions. What did they take on them? Like, what would average Victorian safari? I'm getting Victoria Falls. I'm getting actual safaris to Victoria Falls. I don't think that's what I want. Ooh. I'm getting indigestion just thinking about it. Alright, that's... I completely lost the plot on what I was intending to do, which was to make a bunch of stuff that I could jump on. So let's actually think about stuff I can jump on. Because, yeah, these are like one-off props. I also need the shop for the little funny men. Yeah, whatever is going to mark where the shop is going to be like... They don't even have wood where they are. What did they use in, like... Maybe I should just make trees. Yeah, let's just make some cool looking trees. And then I can use wood, and then I have like an epic, I mean, it can be still rare, but... I'll do the same thing that I was doing... What was I doing? How do I add like a point? Add vertex. I can't do that. That's weird. Let's say that it goes up like, not super high, like, yeah, like 5.5 meters. See, I'm looking at juniper trees. Wait, I don't have anything bad on my Twitter, do I? I should hide my bookmarks. I don't want you seeing my bookmarks. That didn't do anything. There we go. Yeah, so you can't see those anymore. So yeah, I'm looking at like cool juniper trees, which, I mean, they're not really, I mean, they're like Utah trees, but this isn't a real place, so we don't need to be accurate to, well, what are trees like in like, I don't know. I've been thinking like, it looks vague, well, the rocky terrain reminds me of Afghanistan, but the actual like colors of the rock and dirt reminds me more of the American Southwest. So I'm going to look at what are trees like in Afghanistan? What species of trees? They're mostly, like, these are just normal trees. Like, they have just, like, evergreens. Yeah, so I'm going with junipers. I'm gonna, well, you can't put a 3D model. You can't reference a 3D model from another 3D model. That's like inbreeding. That's like 3D model inbreeding. So yeah, I'm gonna say they have juniper trees, like craggly old, mean old juniper trees. What was it? So there's solidify, and then there is skin. Right. Okay. Let's add two different subdivides. There's going to be one here, and then there's going to be another one at the end. So that way I have, like, you know, smooth lines and also smooth vertices. Doesn't look like much of a tree, but it does look like a wicked cool cactus or something. Just a mean old craggly tree. This will breathe some much needed life into the tired and barren landscape. Though I don't know what the actual like gameplay is going to be for these. I guess nothing. That's fine. Now that's a good tree. I need to... That is an alright looking tree. I mean, honestly, not really. This one's kind of bad. This should be like, it's okay. Let's just make like is it spelled foliage or foliage? I'll just... Can you actually make anything out of juniper wood? I guess you can. It'll be kind of lumpy. I guess that... Well, that's fine. And this will just use another... maybe it'll use the same birch material as the big tree, but it'll be like at much smaller scale. It's alright. Alright, I should have, I'll go with foliage. I think that's wrong. I think I've done it incorrectly, but that's to be expected. And I guess I'll do the same sand one here, but it'll be maybe like a much lower power. Huh? Okay, I need to do something smarter. Oh, I have to do it here. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Bad. I think I'm just gonna do it like that. I don't know why that looks so weird. It should be a pretty smooth blend. Then again, maybe not. I didn't really... Yeah, why is this one so big? Yeah, I guess maybe it wouldn't have been because I used the power here in sort of a weird way. But okay. That's enough lollygagging. I need to put trees down. Huh? Why? What? Huh? What on earth did I do? What on earth did I do? Oh, it's because I saved. And then because I saved, it didn't properly do the thing. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that before I do any more damage. See, it seems like there's something wrong with the interpolation here, because there's all these dark lines that I think are because of like improper blending. Because if I put it down to 1, they go away. So now there's, well, yeah, as I move it down more, it goes away, but it also messes with the other things. At long last. The moment of truth. Beautiful. And now there's a canonical reason for them to have furniture. And I guess they'd be, I mean, I guess the water would be like here for the longest, so. I think the trees also seem like they'd be like prime, you know, like a prime opportunity for collectibles, because, you know, it's like, look at this thing. And it's like you can see it from all the way over there. It's like, obviously they're collectible. Nice. Yeah, see, that's a prime spot for a bug. In fact, you know what? This will be the first time where you can get 5 bugs. So it'll prime this one will be the first one, and it'll prime the player, and then they'll be like, ooh. And then they'll see the other one in the distance in chunk 88, and they'll be like, ah, I see. So it has expanded in complexity. Yeah, and at some point I would want... At some point I do want more substantial, like, collectibles, like actually like intrinsically interesting things, rather than like things that you can use for a reward. This will be tricky because I have to like go somewhere else. Or cheese it like that. Ah well. So yeah, ancient remnants of a world where there was water. And all these ugly lines, they're just ignore them. They're fine. Ah, this is a good place to be. Place to comfortably... Oh. I can get this. I'm losing ground every... Okay. I don't think my movement system's very well refined. I think I should have done a lot more playtesting before I decided that it was good enough. So hang on. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna add that little optimization. Well, yeah, I'm gonna add it now. The little optimization to make it so that coats and gems and bugs are only gonna be visible from like 200 meters away. This will be what, distance activated? Then there'll be this function. And it'll hide it, and it'll stop the animation if it exists. Square distance. Origin dot length squared. If viz visible equals viz, if animation player and not viz. Actually, if visible not equal viz and, yeah, there we go. Wait, can I just pause it? How do I pause? Okay. So yeah, I don't want to reset it. I mean, I guess I don't really care, but oh well. And then I have to return infinite, because I designed this badly, and it has to give a distance back to the thing to know if it's going to play the dramatic music. I'm going to see if those little specks disappear. I actually don't know how far I have to go. Let's make it much closer. Yeah. That's a little bit, I think it should be just a little bit further, because I'm on a 1920 by, I'm on a 1080p monitor, and it's like, yeah, okay, that's pretty good, because they're barely like 1 pixel wide. So I think, you know, because it's even a stretch if they'd be even visible there anyway. So yeah, that's a pretty good compromise. That will make it much more expensive if I go with the, or it'll make it more complex if I go with the mesh compositor, because currently my implementation of it creates a multi-mesh, but it doesn't have any support for removing meshes or like hiding meshes and then re-showing them especially. So I'd have to do a lot more work shuffling things around. I've done this like 100 times on stream, but I can't help it. I can't stop myself. Okay, you know what? That part's good. Let's just walk along the entire riverbed adding stuff. Also, I think it doesn't really make sense for there to be much like ancient stuff here, or like in the riverbed, because I'm assuming that, you know, there used to be water here, and when there was water here, that's when like the most ancient civilizations were like around. And then when the water dried up, they left and somebody else came in. And well, I don't want to commit to like one chronology though. Like that was I literally made a point of that yesterday, of the narrative being contradictory. But oh well. Let's add some more rocks, because I need to make like a rock 3. That way the player doesn't realize that I only made this after developing this. Also be a secret bug right where the player is most likely to get stuck in the geometry. I think this incentivizes, you know, thinking the game is bad, which is, I think, a pretty good thing. Good enough. That's content. I always way overcompensate when I get too far. Yeah, that's plenty of gems. I mean, there is there's 132 gems in this scene? Wow. Is that right? My goodness, that is right. I guess they're all in the village. Let's have some more scrap on this side. It'll be one of these palace extensions. They're pretty cool. And it'll be like all tilted in, so that way it'll be like that. See, that's cool. Actually, I want it a bit more reasonable. Yeah, see, that's game content. Where is a bug? I suspect this game will be very tedious and kind of dull, except for, like, you know, the interesting bits, which I guess is, it's satire, you know? Sometimes it's just satire. I keep having to remember to check chat, because I hadn't looked in like 20 minutes, and sure, there's no new messages now, but there could have been. You know what? I'm even going to let this song play. Let's just put a rock. I won't put a negative gem. I was thinking of putting a gem here that was -5. I mean, I could even put like Nan, I'm pretty sure. No, I can't actually, because it's a int. I've thwarted my own game. Because if it was Nan, it would permanently disable the player from ever gaining any more. Like, it'd be even worse than a negative. Like, I think I was playing on stream when I accidentally had the when I updated the stamina so that I could accidentally get Nan. No, I actually wasn't, because that was basically what was happening was, because the stamina drain, like the rate at which it drains, is now based on the square root of the slope of the ground. And for a while, you could, or when you climbed a little bit up and the floor, and like you went off the ground for a frame, it would set your slope to -1, and the square root of -1 is not a number, so it would just set your stamina to Nan, and it would just permanently drain your stamina instantly. It's very fun. So yeah, I think that'd be a good superpower to, like, you know, permanently disable the player's stamina by just setting it to Nan. I think that'll be a power an enemy has. It'll be a hit scan enemy, and it'll just snap its fingers, and then you will be completely unable to climb. Okay, I don't think that actually is feasible. That's good. It would be kind of unfortunate if the player could climb anywhere by just cheesing like the dash, just because not because it would remove restrictions, but also because it'd just be really tedious to do that. If it's the way to get around, it's the way to get around, you know? And I think this will be the first time the player sees this extension, so that'll be fun for them. Maybe I'll have a little monster in here. Nah, there's already enough monsters. I should make a crate that you break and then you get stuff from it. I'll do that now. It'll be like an old army box or something. I know. It'll have two materials. It'll have the so let's do crate. It won't have collisions. I'll just do the collisions manually for. What am I trying to do? Right, this. I want it the other way, like this. And this. I should have just beveled this. I think that would have... You know what? It's never too late. The power of American science has granted me the ability of beveling. I mean, now I do have these ugly engons. Just hideous octagons. How could you make a video game with octagons in it? Disgusting. I don't like that. Trying to way over what I want for this. Like, for example, I probably should have made this 2 things. So what I'll just do it now. P? Yeah. Lid. That's... Yeah, okay. This makes much more sense. And then we'll have yeah, look at that. It's like a proper little thing. Maybe. I will eventually get this. I just need to find there. How? Oh, it's just literally the wrong thing. Wait. Okay. Wait, no, I don't want that. I want that. That looks okay. Yeah, so for this, it'll be, let's see. Yeah, that'll be good. And yeah, this will be the copper, and then this will be some kind of wood. And I'm fine with this having the wood underneath. I think that'll be good. And now, let's just mess with it a little bit, just a little bit to... Oop. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, you just punch these to get some bullets. Wait, no, this is an entity. So yeah, now we need all sorts of advanced fancy things. Like, let's make some wood. That's a good size. I want it to be something like this, but like, not that. Let's just get, oop. So let's get like a pink. They're more of an orange than a pink. Let's make it a little less obvious that I'm just scribbling here. Look at that. It's actually like a thing. What exactly am I missing here? I need like variations in between the these. Interesting. This is actually working decently. Let's do something like this. This is not working. I think what I need is to just duplicate this, maybe change it to something more dark, and then blur it. I'll just there we go. We'll do that again until I like the look of it, and then I'll actually then colors, color to alpha. There we go. Now I have something I can actually use. And that's a bit better. I'm also going to add some noise to this. Gonna do a weird thing. Trying to get some like crunchy texture to it. See, now this is getting interesting, because now it seems like almost like it looks vaguely like wood. Oop, what is that? See, and I think this needs to go down a little bit in like the average value, so I'm just going to add some lines in this empty space. And they don't actually link up to anything, but that way it's a little less obvious where it begins and ends. Yeah, that vaguely approximates wood. I like how I put wood 1 as if I'm gonna make 2 wood textures. Ridiculous. That took me a bit. Took me a bit of mental effort to figure out how to actually get this thing. Alright. our materials. Oh wait, but this thing's gonna... Oh right, I can't use this, I don't think. I'll have to literally just use the texture like a scrub. Like a schmuck. Look at this. It's like... as if I would use high quality materials. Oh well. I guess this will be fine. So yeah, basically it'll have an animation player, and this will also receive damage. I think that's what that means. Let's do entities. So yeah, and I'm gonna do let's see, damage trigger. Yeah, because the function take damage, which takes a damage and a direction. And it'll just emit a signal. And then the actual crate will do, this will have a door, actually. Basically, this is all just work to make a box with a lid that I can punch and it opens. Where's the script for doors? No, there's no reason that a door would not be... Well, no, I guess there would be. Because there are doors that are opened indirectly through other things that are tracked, so for generate stat. If tracked or generate stat. So yeah, basically, if you have generate stat checked, which will be true for all these boxes, then instead of me having to type something manually, it'll just get the path of the node and add a tag opened. And then that's what it uses to track whether or not it's been opened. So that way, when you punch a crate, it stays open forever. Activate. Okay. And what happens on activate is the lid opens. Goes all the way out. And then a little bit in. It feels really slow. Maybe it's because it's not cubic. That's good enough. And hopefully when the player hits it, they don't get flung by the door like 2,000 miles. Actually, I have a great solution for this. It'll be disabled. Actually, it'll be like that. So when it resets, yeah. So the instant you activate it, this collision is disabled, and then it's re-enabled like right here. And this way, the player can get stuck inside of it. On activated. Okay. So I will add on activated. Great, so that means when the player punches this, does this keep track of things? No, okay, it doesn't keep track. It'll just do that. So let's add some bullets down in here in a little crate. This is actually being pretty productive. Like, I'm happy with actually making like gameplay elements that are necessary. Let's hope it's big enough. I need bullets. Actually, you know what? Some of these are gonna have more bullets in them. So I'm gonna... So, yeah, this one isn't gonna generate any stats. As soon as I find out where I put bullets. Oh, I put it in a separate folder. Because I'm a genius. Where did the bullets... Why are the bullets not here? Where did they go? Oh. Please just let me rotate the bullets. Okay. At long last, the long-awaited operation. Let's see if I can punch this. Oh, I wound up all the way back here. Okay. I need to place flags. I need to place a lot of flags because I forget. I keep forgetting that pausing and saving no longer keeps track of your position. That's only from checkpoints and placing flags. there's so many mechanics I need to tutorialize. I should have made a game with one button. And it's like the, I don't know, it's the not die button or something. And then that way, you know, the tutorial's very easy. I can even just keep it up forever. Yeah, look at that. And then and then this keeps adding power to it internally. But thankfully that doesn't do anything to it. Wait, are bullets persistent? They're not, are they? Yeah, they're not. Okay. Yeah, so now I have like an actual thing. I think the pistol should have a higher pitch sound. Well, actually it's fine. Wow, I think I need to, and I've been thinking, I think I might make the pistol actually do less damage but have more ammo, because it's just fun to shoot it. And also, it's useful for like, you know, making it more useful as like a thing to interrupt enemies, because you can always do it, even while attacking you can still shoot. So that way you can like interrupt an enemy's attack pattern. And you already start with the pistol. And I mean, I think the balance of just making the ammo really scarce is kind of boring, because then you can't shoot a gun. So yeah, I'm gonna... Wait, where... What's its damage? Base damage is going to be 5. And yeah, and I'm just gonna... You'll get 10 rounds at a time and you'll have plenty. Because it's more about, I mean, I guess I could make it... I want it to be very plentiful even. Maybe enemies will also drop bullets, even if they can't, even if they're not like a gunner type enemy. But okay. I've done this stuff. It's already 7:43, but I'll go till 8. Why not? I've been calling it early and starting late all week. And I'm even going to be gone on Saturday, I'm pretty sure. I think I mentioned that. Yeah, so I can go till 8. I can go an extra 17 minutes. I want something fun, and there's this area here. I think I could do some rocks. That's a good start. Kids like rocks. Yeah, let's just be fun. Let's put a rock 2. Yeah. So that's there. I'll also have some more rocks around here. And the ultimate sin of not even putting a bug at the top of this rock. I guess I'll put a gem. think it'd be fun to have some scrap in here, and then maybe an enemy. Yeah, it'll be like really dense in here, and then 2 bad guys. Wherever I put the bad guys. I should like train my brain to like look for things by actually looking at words, because I've probably lost like a collective of like 25 minutes now just like scrolling mindlessly up and down when I'm like, okay, where's the enemies? Let's go all the way up to the top of the list. Oh, it's not in the things that it clearly wouldn't be in. It's in here, where it would be. It's like, yeah, of course the enemies are in the enemies list. It's like, I gotta. Are there like Nintendo games for this? There are a bunch of Nintendo brain training games. Can I use a brain trainer to get smarter? Maybe I need to take more multivitamins. Yeah, and there's gonna be a coat here. And you don't even have to kill the enemies for it. It'll just be lying here. Cause yeah, I think, and I gotta improve the music as well, because it is getting kind of irritating. Yeah, this can be anywhere from rare to sublime, or common to sublime, consistent, not from kill. There's like such a distorted balance. I gotta eventually figure out like what actually the economy is like in this game, because I had like 2,000 gems and 50 bugs last time I was playing. A lot of these places, I'm not even sure how reachable they are to the player. And there's even more stuff that could be in here. So I'll put like a couple gems to reward the more diligent players. For my next stream, or for my next project after this, I've been thinking of how I'm going to make it like a watchable stream. Because I don't think like game dev for 20 hours at a time is actually like conducive to making content. But at the same time, I don't care that much. Like, the main thing is making the game. This is like content marketing for that. I should have put a flag in the right place instead of the wrong place. Yeah, I think making the pistol more of a stun weapon is a common tactic that a lot of games have. I mean, Bloodborne's one. Yeah, I think it'll be good. Need more content on this side of the hill. Ooh, what is this? Bunch of yucky, like, terrain stuff there. I really should figure out a better way of dealing with this. But yeah, the problem is, in Godot, like, this... It's something wrong with the sliding method, where it doesn't keep track of, like... It doesn't fully keep track of the physics. So, like, in another game, I had this exact problem, and I was like, oh, well, I can just figure out, like, how many times it collides with something, and if it's more than one, average out the floor, so the character just acts like they're on the floor like normal. But it turns out they're only colliding with one, at least according to Godot. But clearly they're colliding with two surfaces, like this one on the left pushes me down, and then this one on the right stops me from going any further. But it never like took into account both of them. It would only do one, and it would only stay with one, so you couldn't average it over time or something. Eventually I need to do something with all of that stuff. I've only done the riverbed, and it's been like, I mean, I guess now it's less than halfway through the project. It's actually only a third of the way through the project, because we're now going till the end of May, which is pretty cool. So I have plenty of time to do stuff. Well, plenty is relative. I thought I had plenty of time to make the game before. So we'll see how well it turns out. What am I gonna do with all this stuff? Maybe another village, maybe more huts. Maybe the inner floor should be copper, but that would require me to go back and do more work, so I'm not going to. Eventually I need to fix this. It's ASMR. Yeah, I fear the game is going to get a bit stale if all there is coats and gems and bugs and capacitors. I just need more stuff that takes the capacitors, I guess. Alright, let's figure out fun content. Let's see what this is. Oh, that's the same thing as before. Let's see, first, let's... content. Okay, plenty of that stuff. I think in the future I should prioritize like playing the game and editing it while I play, because otherwise I get too bogged down with like this nonsense. Or no, more like systematic stuff, like, you know, fretting over like refactors and like abstract performance issues that haven't actually occurred yet. Okay, let's see. I'm browsing Twitter. That's not what I should be doing. This was to figure out like what the shops should look like. Well, I think now that I have like wood, it's gonna be basically like this is an epic drawing of a little man. Alright. It's gonna be like a bazaar. And it's gonna have a little table. And it's gonna be like sort of... I think it'll actually be like multiple tables, because they don't have like an easy method of making planks because all the wood is all warped and stuff. So they'll have these funky little tables that are made of the juniper wood. And on those tables there'll be like a bunch of stuff. Then they'll have like little I don't know, I guess shelves full of stuff, like little, and the shelves will also be kind of peculiar looking, but they'll have straight shelves, like they won't be slanted or anything. And then there'll be a bunch of stuff, and then there'll be a little, I want at least one of them to have a jar with a little guy in it, but I'll probably make all of them have it, so that way I don't have to do as much work. Well, no, I'll have, maybe each one will have a jar and they'll have something funny in it, like an eyeball or something. But yeah, one of them will have one of those skull bugs in a jar with a bunch of books and like odds and ends and tonics and... Do they have glass blowing? I should make a glass blower. What do glass blowers look like? What did ancient glass blowing? I mean, I guess they can just use their ovens. They have stone ovens. Let's watch a funny little video. So this is the Art Institute of Chicago. Alright, so they got brown glass. Well, maybe like brown and green. That'd be fun. And that way I don't have to focus too much on properly getting the opacity down, because I know how to do like a multiply filter with opacity on it. Actually, that'd be pretty easy, because then I can do, oh wait, I need to figure out what they're actually doing. Oh, okay, so they have the molds, And then they... Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so they'll have some glass blowers as well. That'd be fun. So what would that look like? It'd be... They have an area that's like safe to put glass in, and they have like the molds and stuff. And then they have a big furnace, which is like the stone ovens, but it's way hotter. Does it even... I guess it would still need like a stovepipe or something, but I don't know how that'd actually work. Maybe it's like further in the back, and then they have white hot furnace here. I think this would be fun. And then they have a bunch of little sticks. They'll have like a little work thing. And they'll also be made of copper, I suppose, because copper seems like the common metal, even though you would think it'd be iron with all the red and the dirt. Like, it seems like it'd be very, like, time-consuming to actually find copper in that environment. Oh well. So yeah, that's basically how it works. And they'd have a bunch of these little sticks. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's the thing to keep it in there. Okay, so they have one of these. So they have a little thing that holds the sticks. See, and that holds the stick into the oven. Yeah, look at that nice little glass. And then furniture. Alrighty, we got some exciting concept art. We got glass blowing. We got shelves, tables, and chairs, and all sorts of things, all sorts of little goodies that are going to be in a video game. So, alright, I think that will be the stream for tonight. Ending on an exciting note of glass blowing. See you Sunday.